Hi, I'm Stu from Dapl, and Christmas is coming up. And if you watch the television or look on social media, you might start thinking that all Christmas should be like this. But in actual fact, for a lot of us, it's more like this. And we can find that our stress and anxiety levels at Christmas time can begin to rise over the festive period. But there are some of the things we can do to try and feel better and survive the Christmas chaos, if you like. Try and make sure that we take some space and some time just for us. Get away from that chaos. It might mean just going to another room for a bit or going out for a walk, but just taking some time for us. Try and make sure that we stay connected with our friends. There's someone we can talk to and have a laugh with if we need to. And trying to remember that it's not our job or our responsibility to keep everyone else happy or make other people's Christmases perfect. That's their job. Our job is to look after ourselves. We might be tempted to overindulge and have a bit too much drink to try and get us through the Christmas period. But that can lead us into situations that we could end up regretting. And then we'd still have the worry and anxiety of Christmas, plus a raging hangover, and we'd feel awful. So to try and lessen the chance of that happening, we try a few things. Going out, we could try going out later and coming home earlier, so there's less time for drinking. Start the evening with a soft drink, and then maybe alternate between a soft drink and an alcoholic drink. Making sure that when we go out, we're with a mate and we look after each other. They look after us and we look after them. And that way, there's a greater chance that the next day we're going to feel a bit like this. Instead, we're a bit like this. We might also decide that to use other substances this Christmas, either at a party or because your mates are, or as a way of coping with the stress and anxiety. But there's a couple of things to keep in mind. If you're choosing to use Coke over Christmas, Coke does make us feel a bit more confident and a little less anxious for a little while, but in doing so, it deletes kind of essential brain chemicals, which means we're going to feel sort of anxious and paranoid in the days following that. If we mix Coke and alcohol together, it creates a new chemical in the liver, which is really toxic to the heart and can cause heart attacks in people, even people that are quite young. It can change our perception of danger and perhaps lead us into situations with unsafe sex or sexual assault that we don't want to get into. And you can actually catch COVID, hepatitis, and HIV from sharing rolled notes and straws for toothing. You might think, well, Valium and Xanax, you get those from the doctors and they help with anxiety and help you feel better. But unless you got them from the doctor, it's almost guaranteed that the ones going around are fake. We know this, we've been testing them. And they contain powerful and potentially lethal other substances. When you mix these pills with alcohol, then we're finding that it's causing quite a large amount of deaths across Fife over the last year or so. They're really quite dangerous, these pills. When we're on them, we might lose our inhibitions and our sense of danger, and again get led into harmful situations. For this reason, these are the drugs that appear in sort of date rape and sexual assault incidents, and also they're highly addictive if you take them regularly. It's pretty hard to get off. That's something to bear in mind when you're making your choices about what you're going to use this Christmas. But if things do get too much over the festive period and you need someone to talk to, there are people you can talk to. If it's at night after about 6 o'clock, you can call breathing space, and there's always someone there you can speak to. And there's always the Samaritans. And they're there 24 hours a day. If you really feel like you can't talk to anyone, you can't take it anymore, it's worth giving them a ring and having a chat. If you need some more information on drugs and their effects, there's some great sites out there. There's the Crew site, Talk to Frank site. And if at the end of the festive period, you find yourself having a bit of a problem with your drinking or taking your substances, then, you know, Dapl counselling, here at Dapl, through our counselling service, we can help you find your way again. And you can contact us by telephone, by text, by email, or you can go on the website and there's a web form to fill in. So we're really easy to contact, and we'll be more than happy to support you in a way you want. Hope that was useful. Thank you.